like a fully matte base kind of girl, so powder goes everywhere. If I'm gonna put powder all over my face, it has to be like, it can't be ass, you know. I don't know why. Okay, don't ask me. My brows are, they're not sisters. They're also not cousins. They're just there. I feel like my eye makeup really pulls everything together. Oh my god, also I just finished watching the Summer I Turned Pretty today. I don't know why. I feel like the ending, oh my god, I haven't filmed one of these in so long, but get ready with me just because I wanted to show you guys my updated makeup routine. Anyways, I just did my skin prep with the usual, my vitamin C and then sunscreen. Anyways, let's get started. I will say my makeup routine is a little bit whack right now, and you'll see. I'm also going to be looking off to the side because that's where my mirror is. I have all of my makeup product in this little pink pouch. I honestly feel a little bit like nervous filming this just because, I don't know, it's been so long since I filmed like a makeup video. I'm gonna be doing my slightly more elevated makeup routine today, so it's gonna include like falsies and stuff. So I do this on the regular, but maybe once a week kind of thing. Regularly, it's not as complex. After my sunscreen has like settled into my skin a little bit more, I go in with the e.l.f. Hydro Grip. This is, or Power Grip Primer. This is the one with the niacinamide added. I actually bought it because it's pink and I thought it was really pretty. I don't know if it does too much for my like routine at all, but whatever. I'm just gonna be like chatting with you guys like during this video. I contemplated pretty hard on whether or not I wanted to do like a shorter video where I'm not talking as much and I'm just walking you through my makeup, but I thought I'd take this time to kind of catch up and like just yap because it's been a little bit. I used this cushion and then my two e.l.f. Camo concealers in these two shades. The shade range for their concealers I feel like is not great. So this one's like super orange, but I still have like my summer tan going on, so I just put this on my dark spots and like kind of on the outer edge of my face. But do you see like it's like slightly orange, but it's okay. We'll make magic happen, don't worry. I feel like I'm a little bit like olive toned, so I feel like it's pretty hard to find like base product that like just is exactly my skin tone. I don't know. It doesn't look super orange on camera, which is good, I guess. Okay. So that's the placement for the darker concealer that I use. Just on any like dark spots that are still healing, and then you know, where I feel like it's necessary. And then I go in with the lighter shade just in the middle of my face, like under my eye. That's kind of like the placement. I look so crazy. Every time I do my concealer, I feel really insane because I put my concealer all over my face. And I just use the same cushion puff to blend everything out, and then sometimes I'll go in with the cushion itself to like add coverage if it's necessary. So oh, and I always blend the lighter shade first because I want the darker shade to sit for longer on my face, so it's like it dries down a bit more, so there's a little more coverage, because I'm using that shade not to like brighten but just to help cover spots on my face. Also, you do not need to slap your face so hard the way I do. I don't know, I've been doing my makeup for so long and I just developed this habit since like high school, so it's just what feels right for me. But every time I do my makeup around my best friend, she's always like, bro, your face is gonna be beat to like pulp. So now that the first layer is on, I will go in with my cushion because it's harder to tell on camera, but there's some areas that are kind of like splotchy and like kind of like more orange because of the concealer. So I will go in with the cushion. Sorry, so for some parts of my makeup routine, I just can't talk like my base makeup because I'm really busy like patting it into my face. Anyways, now I go in with the e.l.f. Camel Liquid Blush. Yeah. It's pretty pigmented, so I don't do too much. Just right in the center of my face like this. Oh my god, also literally just want to catch up with you guys. Like, it is the 3rd week of school. I am in my 3rd year at TMU now, and it's honestly really crazy because technically if I was still at U of T, it would literally be my 4th year. I'd be graduating in like the spring, which is so insane to me. I just feel like life is like moving so fast, and it just feels so like unreal how fast like life is going by. But I will say that like now that I am going into my 3rd year, having completed like my last 2 years at TMU, I will say that like I think transferring was a really good decision on my end. I remember when I made that makeup video like 2 years ago, updating people on like my life and just like what's kind of going on, and I talked about like transferring and kind of how like I was scared and stuff. Actually, I don't know if that's what I said. I haven't seen that video in like 2 years. But oh, and then now I go in with the Rare Beauty contour. It was such a good decision, but honestly I think university is just what you make of it. I think had I been like in a better place like mentally when I was at U of T, maybe I could have made it like work for me. But overall, I'm really happy with where I am in life right now and like the paths that I took to get here. So there's no regrets there if you guys were, I don't know, curious at all. Because I think after I talked about transferring in that video, I never once like talked about it again, never addressed it again. But I do really like it was a good decision. I will blend my contour like down my neck a little to make sure it's like not a harsh line just on my jawline. Also, I feel like the reason I was saying that I feel like my makeup routine is a little bit crazy right now, it's because partially because I'm like in the process of like clearing out my makeup drawer. Like, this is the powder I'm using right now. I can't tell you how old this is and how long I've had it for, but this is what I'm using right now. So just, this is more of a, I'm showing you my steps, my makeup routine steps. Product recommendation, not so much. Like, this is not a bad powder by any means. Like, it's pretty fine. You can kind of see it like dust up as I'm like trying to get the product out. Yeah, I think it's good. I just don't know if like this is something I recommend. I don't really like the packaging. It's like the mesh net packaging. I feel like I can't really get the powder out. I really do enjoy like doing my makeup on a regular basis, and I think that's why my makeup routine kind of gets like, it evolves and gets like more complex or just different over time, because I do find a lot of joy in trying different like makeup styles and just finding what works for me. I'm actually so tired though, because like I only had an 8 AM class today and I really wanted to take a nap after class, but I've been putting off this video for a long time, so I've been meaning to get it done, so I had to do that today. My blush like stack is a little bit crazy, but first I go in with this basic like light purple blush, genuinely like all over my face, like all over my face. I just like all over my face. And I have 2 different blush brushes. This one is the one I use my like powder blush with, and then the other one I use like my cream blush with. But yeah, genuinely this just all over my face. I don't know why. Okay, don't ask me. Then I go in with the 3C like blush. This is in the shade Let Me Stay. I use this because this is the shade I use on my eyelids later as eyeshadow. So I just do this to make sure that the whole face is like one coherent color palette. Okay, I think that's pretty even. Okay, and then lastly, I've been really enjoying using like a red blush. This is the Go-Go Tales like palette that my friend Felicity actually got me, and I use the red like literally just the tiniest bit, like that, and I just put it in like the dead center of my face. Can you guys tell like the difference? I feel like it just adds, I don't know, it like really draws the attention to like the center of my face, and I think it's like kind of cute. I don't know, maybe give me like a month, maybe I'll get over like do my blush like this, but as of right now I quite enjoy like just how it's very cutesy. I kind of like that. Next I go in with this e.l.f. Ultra Precise brow pencil. I've been using a lot of e.l.f. products. I went to pick up the Power Grip, and then I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna give some of their products a try, especially because I used to use the Hourglass concealers, and that is so expensive. They're really good, but they're super expensive. So I was like, no, let me just give this a try. Like honestly, it probably can't be that different. And yeah, like it's not that different. So I just saved so much money, and that's why I like kind of just picked up a bunch of e.l.f. products, because I was out of like my cream blush, and then my eyebrow pencil that I normally use like also finished, and I usually have a stack like in my makeup drawer, but I like didn't have any more. I guess I was on my last one, so then I just picked this up also. I have to lock in for my brows. You guys can just watch me. I think they're as even as I'm gonna get them to be today, whatever. My brows are, they're not sisters, they're also not cousins. They're just there. I look a little bit crazy right now because I look really flat this way, and it's because I'm missing my nose contour. I use the Judy Doll contour palette. I swear by this. I think I discovered it in high school, and this palette has never since left my makeup routine. Holy grail. This is like the setup inside. Yeah, it is truly wonderful. And then I go in with my little angled like fluffy brush kind of. I just follow the natural shapes of my nose. I contour like right here in between my eyes, and then the tip of my nose, and I blend it out throughout like the bridge of my nose. Oh, and then I'll contour like the top of my nose here, just to give that like bun nose effect. It's just how I've been doing my nose contour since high school. So I think if you see any of my older like makeup videos, you'll see that like nothing about the way I do my makeup has changed. I've probably just gotten better at them, like, you know what I mean? Like my technique's more refined, but my makeup steps are, I would say, like exactly the same. I feel like I don't do my makeup that different. And then I go in with like a finer brush, and I use the matte highlighting color to highlight the areas that needs to be highlighted. So there's like the tip of my nose, and then I highlight like the top right here, the bridge of my nose, and then I'll highlight like the inner corners of my eyes to contrast like the contour a little bit. I don't know if it's just like me, but I feel like my makeup routine is such a trust the process kind of look. yeah, I don't know. I feel like you just really need to trust the process when you watch me do my makeup. I feel like it looks straight up hilarious and like kind of like scary until the point I start like my eye makeup. But also maybe I feel like that because nobody does as extensive of a base routine as I do on a regular basis. But like, fear not though, like once you get the hang of doing your makeup, it doesn't take that long. It takes me maybe like 20 minutes, like 25 minutes to do my full face of makeup. Okay, perfect. Now onto my eye makeup. I told you guys I use the blush again as eyeshadow. I just use like a fluffy brush and I just go in all over my eyelid. Like genuinely no technique whatsoever. I just put it all over my eyelid. And then I'll add some to the bottom of my eye to help like starting to shape my aegosol. Oh, and this is the part where I normally remember that I actually forgot a step, and this I forgot again today. But the step that I forgot is this brow mascara. This is in like the dusty brown or like gray brown, whatever it's called. I just lighten my brows so that I feel like my face overall doesn't look super like harsh. Also, like when I had brown hair, like lighter brown hair, I feel like this really matched that color. Anyways, next I go in with like a finer angled brush and I go in with this like MAC brown like eyeliner, powder eyeliner thing. I actually stole this from Iris. I didn't steal it, she gave it to me. But I use it to do my little bottom eyeliner. You guys will see. Like, kind of like that. I start like towards the middle of my eye and I just kind of drag it out. It like free flows a little bit. Yeah, just like that. And then I use the remaining powder on this to contour my aegosol. Where's my contour brush? I use my contour brush to help blend it out a little so that the line's like not super harsh. Just like that. And then I'll repeat on the other eye the same process. So I'm done the bottom eyeliner and then I go in with this like, I don't know how to explain this, but basically you'll see. I use it to highlight. It's almost like a crayon like consistency. Like that. And then there's a brush on the end. Honestly, the brush is not great, but I will use it here and there just to help blend out the edges so it's not like super harsh. So that's like the difference it makes. I'm basically done, but right now I'm gonna put some lash glue onto this pair of lashes that I'm wearing right now. This is kind of what they look like. I'm just gonna quickly do that. Oh my god, also I just finished watching The Summer I Turned Pretty today. I don't know why, I feel like the ending was like, I haven't read the book, but I feel like the ending was pretty like anticlimactic and it was like not good. I'm not team Jeremiah, by the way. I just feel like it was so predictable. Like, why did I know that like Jeremiah, okay wait, I don't want to be spoiling anything, so if you haven't seen, please skip, okay? But if you don't mind the spoilers, I'm about to spoil some things. I just don't understand why like as soon as Denise like took Jeremiah in like to like stay in her spare room, I just knew the two of them were gonna get together. And it's like, why is the whole show about just like getting with the only 6 people you know. Like, you know what I mean? It's just, anyways. Also, I'm kind of mad that like we didn't get a little like time skip ending. Like once like we skipped to the summer after, but it's like, why didn't we skip to like 5 summers after? Why aren't we skipping to like Belly and like Conrad's like wedding? You know, like I don't know. Anyways, the ending just felt a little bit boring for me. While I wait for my lashes to dry, like the lash glue to dry a little bit, I'm just curl my lashes, like my natural lashes. I don't put on mascara when at least not on my top lashes if I'm wearing falsies, just because I don't know, I don't think it's that necessary. Also, my lashes are pretty long, so when I wear mascara with my falsies, I feel like it alters the falsie style, if that makes sense. Like this style that I'm wearing has like individual like longer lashes and then like some shorter ones, but when I do my mascara routine, the longer ones don't stand out anymore because the rest of my, do you know what I mean? Okay, so when I put on my falsies, I always go front corner first and then back corner and then the middle. I need to really lock in, okay? And then I use my tweezers to like clamp my lashes with my falsie. I will put some mascara on my bottom lashes, just to make sure that it doesn't look super bare compared to the falsies. And that is my finished makeup look. Yeah, I feel like it's such a trust the process, and now I look like a complete different person. But oh, and this is the lippy I was using. I swear this is the same lippy for like years now, but it's Bear Grape by Romand. I love it. Okay, bye.